Played in the same division for 2 years back when the Nordiques were in Quebec.
Here comes Nelson through the circle with his shot. And it's off the blocker of Wall. He went way out of his crease, guys, to cut down that angle, but Brock Nelson showing tremendous speed.
Nelson was flying, and that pass from Josh Manson, bank pass in stride to Nelson.
Nichushkin to Nelson, saved by Wall, and he'll hold on.
When you're not sure, and here comes Brock Nelson in again. What a start to the game for him. And that's pretty much dialed.
Not at the Drury. Now Kelly spins it off for Olofsson. A little speed in the wrist shot. Deflected away. Good defensive coverage there by the Maple Leafs. Up top, it's kept in. Down the slot shot. Oh, and that's off of Wall and wide from Kelly.
Wall gets a stick on this, but the puck doesn't get all the way to the net. So Wall's down and out. And Kelly, I think he tried to elevate this more. And this is a toe save from Wall right here. Oh. I mean, that is a fraction.
McCarr tried to dart through traffic, had his pocket picked. Fed ahead, it's Lawton in the top of the circle with a shot off the iron. Taken by Barnikoff, and he'll turn it ahead.
Over the last little while, and when you're feeling it, those are the types of shots.
Back it comes through Olofsson. He'll gather it in. Tried to find Drury. Comes back to Drury. Manson, saved by the Wall. Rebound cleared out, and we have an injured Maple Leaf. Down on the ice, it's Robertson. But yeah, a little slow heading through the door.
Well, we talked about the 10 games he missed as well. But when he's on his game,
quick shot by Colton. That stung Nelson at the blue line. Sorry, Reichs. The dump in by Manson went off his teammate.
What an assist that would have been for Brock Nelson. Taking one off the kneecap right to Ross Colton. He almost scores on a partial breakaway.
Well, I'm telling you, the Avs have had some grade A chances here in the early going, fellas. I'm impressed with Joseph Wall. Score. It went off Burns' skate. Brent Burns was trying to check McMahon. It was thrown from the corner by Easton Cowan, and it goes off the right skate of Burns and in.
And I didn't even really see this happen. Battle in the corner. Brent Burns right in front, number 84. It's going to go off his skate as the play comes out of the corner. This just looks like a bit of a hope pass, I'm thinking. Boom, there it is. Oh, and Burns pretty much was the Diego Maradona back of the net. What do you say, Johnny? You're a defenseman. That's just unlucky.
It's just so tough. A lot of times coaches teach you to stay out of the blue paint because of that.
I'd like to talk to that guy.
Well, and Peter McNabb, he narrated it perfectly, by the way, on the replay of that.
Cowan gave it off. Turn around, flip, save, rebound. What a save by Meyer. Robin Tavares on the second chance.
Push across. That's what you like to see. One shot, but watch the right leg push. Block comes over.
Avs trying to make one of their own now. Back to even strength Natchez. Down the boards, he broke an ankle. Sent a cross shot. Score! Cam McCarr rips it past Wall, top shelf, and the Avs have tied the game at 1 for McCarr, his 14th of the season.
As a corkscrew, folks, this is going to be on a lot of highlights tonight and probably for the rest of the week. That move by Marty Natchez, selling like he's going out high, the spin back, and then finding Cale McCarr. There's not a lot of room there. Wall never sees it, and he gets a pretty solid push, but that is top shelf Riker, essentially creating a 3-car pileup in the crease.
Avs win the draw on McCarr. Now it's McKinnon. Quick shot! Score! Brock Nelson! The one-timer 5 seconds into the power play. And the Avs have taken a 2-1 lead. Nelson's 22nd. A draw one, a couple of passes, and then an absolute cannon.
Wins the face-off, and you can see the help from Natchez on the wing. But McKinnon's going to drive downhill, and that little bit of space in between Toronto defenders. Nelson, he hammers that one home. And this right here, the little backhand, 5.5-foot pass. McKinnon now.
Sullivan getting cut like that, the fan giving him the business, and that same fan getting hit in the head with a puck. It's off of Olofsson and out. McMahon right up the middle with speed. McMahon is in with the shot, and he scores! And the Leafs have tied the game at 2. Bobby McMahon, his 14th of the season.
20 goals last year. This is a one face-off. Olofsson can't corral it, and I think Girard believes Solovyov is going to come over and take that puck, and he holds wide. And unfortunately, Solovyov thinks that Girard's going to come over and take that puck, and McMahon streaks in on the breakaway, and this is a pure shot to the blocker side, Riker.
Matthews will dump. Tried to chase. Puck knocked away. High slot. Domi Now it's Knives. Knives with a backhand shot, saved by Minor. And Matthews was right there to try and clean up. The Avs caught a break. I don't think that he did.
He was the happiest person getting on the plane every time.
Lawton behind the net, that puck got away, turnaround shot, read well by Minor, and he fished it out of there with his paddle. Far side Malinsky, dishes to him. Nichushkin, Solovyov one-timer, saved by Wall, he got him in the mask. He misplayed it and it got him right, I believe, in the beat jump. 3:35 left in period. Burns got a skate on that puck. Avs will keep it in the zone. Onto the stick of Olofsson. He's got room with the wrister. Saved by Wall. Rebound. Cleared up and out. Oh, it flopped into the blue paint, and the Leafs are able to get a stick on it. Brock Nelson, the redirect right off the beacon. That one was close. McCarr is on it. Not help from Nichushkin. Nice play there. Avs couldn't get it out. Matthews walks in and shoots off the iron. One of the best snipers in the game hits the post.
He doesn't need much room. The Avs shoot themselves in the foot with a couple of turnovers at the defensive blue line. Cannot give opportunities to that line.
Here comes Matthews back in. That centering pass, glove down. It's Michelli across for Matthews. Saved by Minor. Trent Minor read it well. Steers it up for Nichushkin, and he's wide down the wing. In front, looking for Nelson, and just out of his reach. Guys, Brock Nelson has done some really good things, and there's another one! Saved by Wall, rebound saved by Wall!
On that play, and here's the shot by Cale Makar. Ross Colton in front.
We didn't see that in the second period very often, so great job by that line.
Fed ahead for McKinnon, he'll burst in with Natchez. McKinnon to Natchez, saved by Wall! What a save by Joseph Wall!
2 minutes for ice.
Ekman Larson slides it off for Nylander. Matthews corrals. Matthews a rip shot. Scores! Austin Matthews. The patented Matthews wrist shot rips it past Minor to give the Leafs a 3-2 lead. That's his 22nd of the year.
It's a set play. You watch the right side of your screen. Morgan Riley is going to pick Josh Manson. So Manson doesn't have the gap that he would like on Austin Matthews, and this little toe drag just inside enough to go over the glove of Minor, under the stick of Manson. That's a goal scorer's goal, all-time goal leader for the Toronto Maple Leafs.
They've got 0 regulation losses on the home ice this season. Have won 17 in a row here at Ball Arena. McKinnon walking, sends it in front. Score! Marty Natchez able to redirect it past Wall, and the Avs have tied the game at 3.
That had the patience from Nathan McKinnon. Natchez sends it down low to McKinnon behind the net, and he's looking for Colton in the slot, and he waits, and realizes Natchez has a stick free, out-bustling Matthews and McCabe. Natchez is having his way with McCabe tonight, and that is a huge goal for the Quebec Nordiques to tie this game with just over 7 minutes left, Riker.
Avs will sprint. Will he pass Natchez? He'll walk in, short-handed to McKinnon. No, would it go? Would it hit? Watch out! That's not in. Are we sure? McMahon gives it for Tavares. Across, wrist shot way over the top of the net. Took a funny bounce, and Natchez will collect. Put it right through McMahon.
Well, if that's not in, that's crossbar straight down onto the goal line.
Natchez shoots, and it's saved by Wall. And it's whacked up by Marty Natchez. What an overtime he's having. Lekanen and Olofsson out there. Nice. Looking for Michelli. Sends a deep shot, saved by Minor. What a pass, but what a better save. Hey, big fella Nichushkin comes on. McKinnon couldn't put it through Nylander. Tried to send it off the boards to himself, and it's fired up now for Ekman Larson. He'll cruise in, gave it a cross shot, score! William Nylander wins it in overtime for the Toronto Maple Leafs, as the Avs fall by a final score of 4-3.
Well, that's a tough way for this game, Dan. McKinnon had the winner on his stick, and then Nylander picks his pocket right here at the center line. It comes back 2-on-1 save, because he's got to push, so his 5-hole's going to be open, and he tries to close the wickets. And as he does that, stick does not bail him out.